Hi everyone. Yeah, so we're talking about Gimmick Don't Belong to Us, the EP, because they won't stop popping up in my fucking recommended. And look, if there's one thing that I find really obnoxious, it is band promotion, I'm not gonna lie. And I know you have to do it, don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on anyone for doing it. It's just I personally listen to a lot of music, so whenever someone new gets recommended to me, I'm already kind of shitting my pants about the things I haven't listened to. This does not help. But their one song kept popping up. Don't Belong to Us, the title track of the EP. And I was kind of intrigued, right? Because not a lot of bands pop up very regularly in the hardcore circulation, right? You get like four maybe, and that's about it. It's the most you really get in rotation that often. I think you know which four I'm talking about. Two of them are indeed from California, if that didn't make it easy enough. And look, it's not like this is a bad EP. If it was that bad, I wouldn't be talking about it. Um, but it's not doing a lot either. Now, let me get this out of the way. I think the first four tracks are just fine. I don't have any real complaints about them, honestly. They're good, hardcore, slightly metalcore, slightly, ever so slightly. My real gripe, my real shitter in the basket is the final track, eating porridge and killing the bears or something like that. Ooh, this track pisses me off a little bit. What the fuck is this song? It's like, right, the drums are doing something that would be interesting, and the vocals are doing something that could be interesting, but then you put them together, and the song feels like it's somehow off tempo with itself. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels not correct, and I don't know how else to really put it. But that being said, that is the only real gripe I have with the album. But it is a big gripe because it's an 8-minute EP. Each song is like 2 minutes max, and I think this is the second longest, if not the longest. Why? Why did it have to be this one? And see, again, this is why it's such a weird EP for me because I like the first four tracks. I don't think they're doing anything new for hardcore, but they're not bad. They're pretty listenable. I do like them. But then you get to the last track and you're like, guys, why does it sound like that? Like, why'd you want it to do this? And I don't know why, like, I couldn't tell you, I couldn't like mind read the band and tell you why they wanted that sound. It's just the sound they wanted. Do I think it's good? Questionable, but I do appreciate the experimentation at least. Yeah, the CP's okay. It's like a five. I think the biggest thing is just hardcore is such a repetitive genre as it already stands. You need to be doing something new. You cannot just be making heavy tracks with breakdowns and a guy screaming. Like it only works for so long. And guess what, guys? Tsunami exists. No one else has any reason to listen to anything other than Tsunami if you want that. So you have to be doing more than Tsunami, and Tsunami does a lot. I don't know what to tell you other than that. But if you want to have someone to imitate, go do that. But again, you probably shouldn't because it's already there. I don't know why I'm ranting about Tsunami all of a sudden, but I think it reaches a deeper point about hardcore as a genre. It's, again, very repetitive. It's actually the problem people talk about in black metal, but it's an actual problem. Black metal has a lot of progression to it because it's kind of a hard genre to play in the first place. Hardcore, on the other hand, is not. It is a very easy, it's an easy introduction to making music, in my opinion. It is something that you can grow your skills from because it does not ask a lot from you unless you're a drummer, and even then, if you want to go lax on the drums, you totally can. So yeah, I don't know, I kind of wanted more from this EP, I guess. And again, that one song, Don't Belong to Us, kept popping up in my feed. It's a fine song, but it is not, like, you guys, there are three other tracks on this EP. You can use those. I promise you, they sound just as good as the title track. I do not know why you need to put that one out so often. Like, I scrolled through your guys' page. It's like literally every like 5 reels, it's that song. And I don't mean every 5 as in like you go 1, and then 5 later. No, I mean like it's 1 through the 5 and then a different one. Use the other songs. I didn't listen to their other 2 EPs, but they do look distinctly different. So I might give them a listen just because they actually like thematically, I don't know, look different than this one. This one's like, look, a hardcore EP. It just kind of looks like one. Like it's not telling you anything other than hardcore EP. But yeah, fine EP. Like I said, 5 out of 10. The first 4 tracks are fine. Expand on those a little bit more. Don't do that 5th track though. Oof. If you are, you gotta figure something. The tempo of it, it feels like it's doing this constantly. And like if it was doing that with a metronome behind it, maybe, but it's just doing it on its own, and that does feel jarring. But yeah,